Now at 6, Illinois could become the second state to lower its drunk driving limit. Right now in Illinois, Missouri, and most of the country, drivers must be at .08 to get a DUI. The new plan would drop the level to .05. Our John Kipper spoke with drivers about the proposed change.
You have to make it as safe as you possibly can out there.
Collinsville resident John Topola says while lowering Illinois' DUI threshold won't affect him as he rarely drinks, he likes the idea of getting drinkers off the road.
It's bad enough out there just driving around with people that are not drinking.
If a bill passes in the Illinois House of Representatives, the blood alcohol limit would be lowered, meaning fewer drinks could put somebody over the line for a DUI. 2 Chicago area lawmakers are proposing lowering the threshold from .08 to .05.
Their body is still not in a proper state to really be behind the wheel.
Erin Doherty with Mothers Against Drunk Driving says even at .05, drivers are less coordinated and they can't track moving objects as well as when they're sober. Utah is the only state in the country to have a .05 limit, and Doherty says 1 in 5 drivers there change their behavior.
There are so many other options before getting behind the wheel.
The Midwest, people like to have a few beers when they watch their Little League games. In Utah, you can barely get alcohol at a gas station.
Sarah Floyd used to live in Utah and now calls Collinsville home. She says the culture in Utah is just very different and thinks there should be some wiggle room for drivers.
If one person had a beer over an hour period and then drove, they shouldn't get a DUI for 1 drink.
You really should not get behind the wheel when you're any kind of impaired. 1 drink, 5 drinks, whatever that looks like, you just don't drive.
While each body processes alcohol differently, according to the National Library of Medicine, in a 2-hour period, it takes a 170-pound man 3 to 4 drinks to reach .05. And it takes a 137-pound woman 2 to 3 drinks to reach the same state. Now, I reached out to a spokesman for the Illinois Department of Transportation to see if they had any comments on this bill. The spokesperson said that they're not going to comment because it's pending legislation. Reporting in Illinois, John Kipper, First Alert 4.